Hey, good morning, fellas. It's December 8th. It's the day after Pearl Harbor Day, which was, I believe, yesterday was the 80th anniversary of that. Um, this video is about getting things done, and you either have the ability to do that or you don't. Um, I'm not going to tell you anything that is probably not good common sense, but common sense isn't that common anymore, it seems. You're going to have to decide when you sit yourself down and decide what you believe in and what you stand for, what type of man you're going to become or person you're going to become. Are you going to be somebody that gets things done, does the job, doesn't cause problems, can be depended on? You are where you're supposed to be, dressed properly, ready to go to work, ready to do your job, ready to commit to the team's effort, the company's effort to make all of you successful at the same time? Or are you going to be that petty butthead that whines? And here are just some things that you can whine about, or you can choose to suck it up, drive on. Um, in the military, and I think the SEALs popularized it, but all of us use this in the military. You're either a winner or you're the first loser. Second place, third place, nobody, we don't get participation trophies in real life. You either win or you lose, and you take your chances. You either pick the winning team or you don't pick the winning team. Uh, moving on. Uh, you do not want to get into a mindset where you allow yourself to become a whiner. WHINER, whiner. I'm going to give you something very, very bluntly that may shock some of you. Probably not anybody that subscribes to my channel, but if you're new, this is probably going to shock the hell out of you. So sit down, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and prepare yourself. If you need a safe space or something like that, snowflake, here we go. Here it is. Life is not fair. If you need a second, I'll stop. I'll say it again. Life is not fair. Whining about it isn't going to do a damn thing to change the situation. There is corruption, cronyism, which is buddies helping their buddies out at your expense, nepotism, where the owner's son gets a cushy job and you have to bust your ass if you want to survive. And there are just some people, uh, if you think about it in like a football field mentality, you have a 100-yard football field, and some of us start out back by the goalpost, like 10 yards past it, so 110 yards in the back. And then there's a bunch of people that start out at the out of 100 yards start out at the 99.9 foot mark. All they have to do is sneeze or fart and take a step over the line, and wow, congratulations, you're set for life. The rest of us have to get in there and fight it out. And here's the thing, you have to have a good mental outlook. You have to give yourself what we used to call a checkup from the neck up. You are responsible for your life. You have possibly a very good 50 years to prepare yourself for retirement. You're not going to get anywhere you don't want to go by whining and complaining and acting like life isn't fair. And trying to pretend why things are unfair, why things are brutal, why people are merciless, why people screw other people over. You got to get into the fight, stay into the fight to get your little piece of the world. And if you roll over and play dead and you waste 30, 40 of those 50 years to provide yourself for retirement, do not be surprised when you arrive at age 60s, in your 60s, your 60 to 65 years age mark, and you're like, oh shit. So, to you young men and women, hopefully most of this is for the men, because we are not born with any type of intrinsic value. None. You have to turn yourself into a beast. You have to turn yourself sometimes into a monster. You are responsible for getting where you want to go. Sit down and make 3 plans: long term, short term, midterm. Be where you're supposed to be. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Grind for the first 20 or 30 years of your life. Grind. If you can make peace with a good woman, that will enrich your life and make your life better off as you work through your life. If you don't, then buy some of the toys that make you happy and do some of the things that make you happy. But you have to grind. You cannot be a whiner. And again, I'm going to tell this to you one more time. Life is not fair. You're not going to get anything or anywhere by whining. God bless you. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of your damn self. You deserve it. Like a fork in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. By the way, it's not quite 8 o'clock, and I try not to torture. This is the day I do my lawn and stuff like this, so I'm going to try not to torture my neighbors. It's about 45 degrees, which is cold for these people. Last little story. It's like if it gets below 50 here, you'll see people with uh, ski caps on or baklavas, and they'll have a muffler. I call them a muffler. That's where I grew up. I guess it's a scarf, and then they'll have a big jacket on, and they'll have pants on, and they'll have boots on. They're just I'm out here. I'm out here in shorts. I do have anyways. Again, stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. You're entitled to it, but you're going to have to fight for it. Bye-bye.